born in Peru and I lived here till I was 11, and I come often, but this past year God just really called upon me to come here for more than just visiting family. The gospel has been advancing in these areas. Even though the believers in these villages aren't many, there's a few here and there, and they're spread out, and my prayer is that these believers will grow and be discipled, and they will become the powerful evangelists to win their towns for Christ.
Hi, I'm Galen Goodrum, and I came here from North Carolina, the city of Asheville, and I'm working with a soccer team down here. The good thing about soccer is it reaches lots of people. They love the game of soccer down here, and it just brings lots of people to the games, and we're able to share our testimonies and tell about what God's done in our lives and share the gospel to a lot of people in a big way. The longer that this trip went on, the more that I really fell in love with these people, and I came in this trip thinking that God has wanted me to go into missions. It's just been life-changing, really, and these people are so willing to listen to the gospel, and they want to hear, they want to listen to you. It doesn't matter if you speak perfect Spanish or not. They just want to talk to you, and I want to know these people, and I want to know what they enjoy, what they love, what they do every day, and God has allowed me to do that on this trip.
When I got to Wireless, there was one telephone for the whole town, dirt roads, maybe 2 cars, and it was just a big change, but God really worked through that. It was tough because as Larry and Mike, the 2 missionaries, left to drop us off, all I could do was stand there and cry. I chose to study the book of Philippians this summer, and what an amazing letter that is about contentment and about knowing that you can do everything through Christ. And so it grew, my heart began to soften for these people, and so my physical conditions seemed so worthless and seemed like nothing compared to the people that were there in Wireless and the love that they needed, and they needed to hear about Christ. And it ended up being that I cried when I got there, and I cried when I left. I didn't want to leave these women that I had gotten to know so well, and the kids that we played with every day.
One of the things that has really blessed me is the power of prayer this trip. One day this past week, I was just going down, and we're in this little town called Pavis, and I was just praying to God that He just allowed me to have a chance to share to someone today, to be able to open up to them and tell them about my life story, to tell them about how God has changed my life for the good. And so I got thirsty, and I went to go get a Coke, not expecting anything from it at all, but I went and got a Coke, and I met this guy, and he said that he wanted a Bible, and I said, okay, well, I'll go get one. So I ran over and got a Bible for him. We started going over the Bible, and he was just really asking me about the Word and just asking me what he could do and what he could say to become a Christian. And I told him that if he wanted to become a Christian, be sincere about it and to really completely give his life over to God. And I told him that I prayed to God. I gave him my testimony how I prayed to God. How I was getting more and more disciplined in reading His Word daily and getting to the point of fully relying on God in everything that I did. And he asked me, did I really pray? And I said, yeah. And he said, when do you pray? I said, well, I can pray whenever. And he said, you can pray whenever? And I was like, yeah, I can pray anytime because God is always there for me. And it was amazing because he didn't know that. And so he said, right after that, he said, well, can you teach me how to pray? And I said, well, of course so. And so God really went through that, and by the grace of God, he was able to be saved, and it was just such an awesome opportunity for him.